Hi, I'm Liz and I'm a Roald Dahl epilepsy nurse specialist. I coordinate care for children and young people with epilepsy at Queen Alexandra Hospital in Portsmouth. Roald Dahl's marvellous children's charity, which provides specialist nurses and support to seriously ill children, established my role 17 years ago, and I'm one of the 40 Roald Dahl epilepsy specialist nurses across the UK. Transition is a huge part of our role here in Portsmouth, and it's very important to our young person's care.
So hi, I'm Bex. I'm also a Roald Dahl epilepsy specialist nurse, and I work closely with Liz to ensure that young people with epilepsy in my care have the best possible experience when transitioning to adult services.
So we try to involve the child or young person from the first time we see them, so it's a natural evolution with more questions directed to the young person themselves each visit. And we suggest how they can increase their independence. It is them we're talking about, it's their epilepsy, their medication and their body, it's their experiences, so they need to be on board with this. So when we feel the young person is ready, we encourage them to come into the clinic room on their own for a few minutes and chat generally about how they're feeling, how school's going, their hobbies, their aspirations for the future, before getting down to the nitty-gritty of medication, seizures. It's often the parents that have more difficulty with the concept of moving on and transition than the young person themselves.
Transition's so much more than just one appointment. It's something we start planning with the young person and their family from age 11. Here in Portsmouth, we use the Ready, Steady, Go tool, which starts to prepare the child for transition into adulthood. However, more than just the appointment and the physical moving from children's services to adult services, it's about the young person taking responsibility for themselves and the management of their condition and starting to make choices about what they want and what they don't want in relation to their condition. So it's a huge process and it's individualised. There's no one size fits all. So we work very hard and we work at the child's pace to get it right for them.
Transition's a difficult time for young people, and we would advise that young people think about the transition clinic appointment beforehand and perhaps jot down questions that they may have for the team. So we ask the young people to bring in a diary of their epilepsy events and on their treatment, and we can do this in either a diary form or they can download one of the epilepsy apps. The Young Epilepsy, the Channel app is really useful for this.
I love being a Roald Dahl epilepsy specialist nurse because it means that I'm part of a community. And I think we're all going through a sense of isolation at the moment because of COVID, and that's very pertinent actually. When you're a specialist nurse, it can be a very isolated job, but with the Roald Dahl marvellous children's charity supporting me, I know that I have both the support from the charity leaders and also my greater network of colleagues up and down the country where I can send an email or a WhatsApp and get an answer or support straight away.